Contract, transporting. Owner offers a reward of $1,465. The mission is transport items from Coffeehouse to ranch. So the wire came in that this was needed. Came in yesterday at around, I don't know, noon. And I had a lot of things to do, so I've been putting it off. And it's a little bit after midnight now, 12:15 in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that delivery now, that delivery job. See what happens. It's kind of cool to do them at night. Whoops, I forgot about my mailbox that I just recently installed. I may have to repair that. Yeah. Not too bad though. About a brand new one. I don't really want to buy a new one. I'll just do what I can to repair it. I'll just tell the mail delivery person to just drop it off at the house, at the doorstep. I'll have to write them a note. Let them know that I forgot it was there and that I damaged it, not anybody else. It wasn't vandalism. I'll have to remember to write that, or if I see the mail delivery person, I'll make sure I let them know if I see them around town. Here we are. This looks like a good spot. I don't know if there's any traffic here. I think this is a low traffic area. But I shouldn't take long. Because it is midnight. Why would there be traffic in a small town? Everybody's chilling at the other places, and this is a coffee house. And the one reason too why I left this at noon, all the way I knew it would be okay, because I knew the forecast called for no rain. It's not supposed to rain until tomorrow, or it could possibly rain today. So I figured I better not wait until the morning to get this done. And look what it is. It's suitcases at a coffee house to the ranch. Of course. Why wouldn't it be towards the ranch? Suitcases. Okay. This pretty much confirms that people are not moving to the ranch. They are giving the ranch some sort of, I'm thinking it's protection money. This isn't good. But I shouldn't get involved. It's none of my business. I actually happen to be working for the boss, who's the same person who's extorting these businesses. He pays me to transport these pallets of suitcases of cash to his residence, which is the ranch. That's where the boss lives. It's all coming together now. It's all starting to make sense. This wasn't just a case of somebody moving from the ranch. This was actually what I thought it was in the first place. Whoops. It has now been confirmed that I can pretty much say without a doubt this is extortion protection money. These are suitcases of cash. And if a person, not you, but if a person is sending suitcases of cash, that is a lot of money. And the boss doesn't even care that it's just right out there in the open. I mean, how weird does that look? Transporting big suitcases of cash on pallets. Who knows? It could even be gold bars in there. I hate when these pallets sometimes get stuck. They're not the best pallets in the world. Oh, and I just dropped the merchandise onto the ground. Well, hopefully the people are asleep and they didn't notice that. one of the advantages of doing it at night when it's not raining. There are risks taken. If that would have dropped during the day, that would not have looked good. And now it's in the middle of the road. I hope a car doesn't pass by. Well, at least it's only 2 pallets. The coffee house. Now you see the dairy farm gets extorted for quite a bit of money. And they're hurting right now. They only had a delivery of, what was it, 2 pallets that I've seen at the most. I believe that was a couple days ago. And the boss is extorting them for more money than I think they're making right now. They've had a bad year. There wasn't much rain in the early spring, which is very bizarre. You would think there'd be a lot of rain in the spring, but not this year. So the boss, instead of them cutting them a break, he's still extorting them for large sums of money. Now that is where it starts to get to the point where, okay, that's just not, you don't do that to people. But like I need to stay out of, I need to just mind my own business, not get involved. I have a farm to maintain and to look after. This is just a side business. I have to keep telling myself that. But for a person like me, that's tough to do. Now everything's, you know, the evidence is starting to stack up against the boss, that he's not just somebody who's looking after the town. He's actually kind of a jerk to the people of the town. That dairy farm needs... Oh, man. That's not cool. But I'm just a lone farmer. What am I going to do? And it's not like I'm going to quit this delivery business. Who's going to replace me? And I never realized that I was getting myself deep into it. I volunteered to be the guy. But also, I must also remember that what if I'm jumping to conclusions, even though the evidence pretty much tells the truth story, just like I mentioned. What if I'm wrong? What if it's just a huge oversight? But I don't see how. The fact that this coffee house now is delivering suitcases full of cash, or gold bars, or jewelry. Maybe the coffee house is fine, and maybe the dairy farm is fine. Maybe I'm getting too involved. I haven't even been in the town 6 months yet. I've only been here about 50 days? No. It's been longer than that. Well, at least no cars came by. Now off to the ranch to drop off my cargo. I forgot what I was saying. But everything points to extortion. I think that can be... I think everybody can agree on that. But I just can't just jump the gun and become some person who's just going to save the town. There's just more to it than that. I need to lay low. Just keep doing what I'm doing and blend in and not cause any waves. I've already done enough of that. But still, the investigation has come together a little bit more clearly now. There's more questions answered today than there have been questions made, like the previous side mission, transport mission videos. Yeah. So it's pretty much routine from here. I drop these off at the ranch, they pay me. As long as I don't take too long, which With 2 pallets, I'm fine. I don't see any issues. I just hope that the boss and his 2 little sidekicks that are his henchmen, who are Skeeter Scooter and Scooter Skeeter. What kind of crazy names are that? Or I believe maybe it was Skater Scooter and Scooter Skater? You know, I don't know. But I know it's some kind of combination of that. As long as I get things done and the merchandise gets there in a timely manner, and I pay attention to the weather, I'm good. I haven't really made any waves. Boy, it was close though earlier when the boss told me to hurry up and get out of there. I got out of there right in the nick of time. The 2-minute timer clock had ended right on the dock. The transport mission, right on the dot. The transport mission was success. I mean, my heart was pounding. You can't get it any closer than that, literally. It was that the very last second the transport mission said, transport mission complete. And you can't plan that or script that. That's when it comes down, right down to the game itself and the skills that are learned. That could have been the end of my business. For real. The boss told me there are going to be dire consequences if you don't get this done fast. And by the way, I believe it is episode 6, the first appearance of the boss. Watch it toward the end. Spoiler alert. But if you want to watch the entire video, it is fun to watch. Even though it is kind of a long video, it is fun. You get to see me go through all the motions of driving my tractor and front loader here. Just like so. And there's different techniques. But with only 2 pallets, this technique seems to be working the best. I could use the log just to push them off, but something tells me I'm being watched right now. Obviously, the boss is like, what's that bright light in my house? Oh, it's just Jeff Dragon. Alright, everybody go back to sleep. He's meant to be here. I am paying him. Now you see, let's get one thing straight here. The boss is not my boss. That's just his name. He is paying me, but I'm an independent contract mission delivery person. But I seem to have gotten myself mixed up in a kind of a situation that I can't really get out of at the moment. But just to be clear, the boss is not my boss, but he does seem to run the town. He does seem to call the shots. Transport finished. Now I'm going to hit accept, get paid, and that'll be the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. That lets me know that this content is what I should make more of, which I think I'm going to anyway. It's fun. It's fun to do these delivery missions, you know? It is fun to do these delivery missions once you get the hang of it. Once you get the hang of it, they are a lot of fun. And who knew there was more to meets the eye? I never knew there was so much involved. There's a secret story that's going on behind the scenes on the map in Ravenport for Farming Simulator 19. I never knew. I really didn't. This is quite exciting.